So here is a social science sample paper for the periodic test. Total mark is 40 and the chapter covers our climate of India from rulers to rule and the age of reorganization. Okay, so MCQs are there, short answer questions, long answer question, case study and map work is there. So let us solve this sample paper. Question number 1 is choose the correct option. The monsoon wind in India blow from east to west, west to east, southwest to northeast, northwest to southeast. So the correct answer is southwest to northeast. The Ashwamedha Yajna involves sending a bull, elephant, horse or camel. Horse. Which of the following is not a legislative function? Okay, is not a legislative function and the options are lawmaking, discussing national issues, implementing laws, approving budget. Implementing laws is not a legislative function. The climate of the northern plain of India is mainly tropical wet, subtropical, desert, temperate, subtropical. The Bharut Stupa is located in which Indian state? Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh. Which system support equal right and freedoms for all citizens? And the options are dictatorship, colonial rule, democracy, monarchy. Democracy. In a presidential democracy, the president is elected by the parliament, directly elected by the people, appointed by the judiciary, selected by the army. So in a presidential democracy, the president is directly elected by the people. Atmospheric pressure decreases as we move down to sea level, towards the equator, upward to higher altitude, towards river, upward to higher altitude. The Sangam literature provide information about Mughals, Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas, British rule, Mauryas. So about Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas. Kanishka was a famous ruler of which dynasty? Maurya, Gupta, Kushana, Chola. So Kushana. Now section B is very short answer question, that is 1 marks. Why do places near the ocean have milder temperature than places far away from it? Because water heats up and cools down more slowly than land, moderating the temperature of nearby areas. Why Satvahana kingdom fragmented into smaller independent kingdoms? The Satvahana kingdom fragmented into smaller independent kingdoms due to weak central authority and internal dynastic disputes. Which are some different types of government? Democracy, monarchy, oligarchy. Section C is a short answer question, 2 marks. Why is Chennai warm or hot throughout the year while Leh is cold? Chennai is warm throughout the year because it is relatively closer to the equator and close to the sea, which give it a tropical climate. Leh is cold because it is at the high altitude in the Himalayas, leading to a cold desert climate. How did the Cheras, Cholas and the Pandyas both compete and contribute to the growth of South India? The Cheras, Cholas and the Pandyas competed for territory and control of trade routes in South India. At the same time, their rivalry boosted trade, culture and temple building, contributing to the region's growth. What is an absolute monarchy? An absolute monarchy is a form of government where the monarch has complete control in the making of laws, ensuring that they are followed and executing when they are not. Example, Saudi Arabia. Section C, 3 marks. One question is there. What is a climate disaster? How does it affect people? A climate disaster is an extreme weather event caused or worsened by climate change, such as flood, drought, cyclone or heat waves. They destroy homes, crops and infrastructure and can cause death or displacement. They can cause soil erosion, deforestation, loss of biodiversity and water scarcity. Or one more optional question is there for the 3 marks. Who were the Kusanas and how did their rule impact the Indian subcontinent? The Kusanas, originally from Central Asia, entered India probably in the 2nd century CE. Political impact: they extended and unified parts of northern India, bringing stability and facilitating economic growth. They have also done the culture intermixing. The Kusanas rule over a region connecting India, Central Asia and Persia. This intermixing strengthened trade, art and religious exchange in their empire. Now write short note on anyone, that is a short notes is here. Forest fire or dictatorship? I have given both the answer. A forest fire is an uncontrolled fire that is spread in forest or grassland, destroying trees, plant and wildlife. It can cause by lightning, volcanic eruption, human activities like careless disposal of cigarette butts, unattended campfire, burning of agricultural waste also cause forest fire. It can be prevented by avoiding open fires in forest and follow fire safety rules. A dictatorship is a form of government where one person or a small group has complete power and the people have little or no role in decision making. Freedom of speech, press and assembly is often restricted. In dictatorship, citizens may live under constant fear of punishment or persecution. Section E is 4-mark question answer. So what are the main factors that determine the climate of a region? So factors determining the climate are latitude. Areas near the equator are hotter while regions near the poles are colder. Altitude. Higher altitudes have lower temperature. Distance from the sea. Coastal areas have moderate climate while inland areas have extreme temperatures. Relief. Mountains can block rain-bearing wind creating rain shadow area. Next is how democracy is different from monarchy and dictatorship. So in terms of power source, in a democracy power comes from the people, whereas in monarchy it comes from the king or queen, and in a dictatorship from one person or a small group. Decision making. In a democracy, decisions are made through elected representative, while in monarchy or dictatorship the ruler decides alone. Citizen participation. People have the right to vote and influence policies in a democracy, but in monarchy and dictatorship, citizens have little or no role. Accountability. In a democracy, the government is accountable to the people and can be removed, while monarch and dictators are not easily held accountable. Now, question number 13 is 4-mark. There is a case study. Read the passage and answer the following. After the decline of Mauryas, the area in the northwestern region, roughly present-day Pakistan and Afghanistan, were an easy target for the Indo-Greeks. However, while they arrived as conquerors, they were much influenced by the rich local cultures. This cultural interaction led to a blend of Greek and Indian elements in governance, art, language, and daily life, shaping the cultural landscape of the region. So the question is, which region became an easy target for the Indo-Greek after the decline of Maurya? Northwestern region, that is present-day Pakistan and Afghanistan. How did the Indo-Greek arrive in the region as conqueror? What influenced the Indo-Greek after they arrived? The rich local Indian culture. What was the result of the cultural interaction between Greek and Indians? It shaped the cultural landscape of the region. Now there is a map work. Mark the following on the map of India. New Delhi, then Mysuru, that is in Shillong, Meghalaya, Madhya Pradesh and Chola. Okay. So this is the India map and here it is New Delhi. Okay. Next is Mysuru, that is in Meghalaya. So we will mark here. Then Madhya Pradesh, it is here. And then Chola. Okay, so if you will see here, Cholas were there. Okay, that is in the book also you will find this one, the Cholas, Cheras and the Pandyas. So this is the map work. Here I have tried to cover the 3 chapters, that is from the rulers to rule, then the age of reorganization and the climates of India. So this is the solved paper. I hope this is going to help you for the standard 7. And this much for this video. If you have watched until the end, thank you so much for watching the video.